Hey folks, Jonathan here. I had quite a few comments about the Jeep wreck yesterday. Uh, asking about how I wasn't going to get paid, or how I got paid, or if I got paid, and all that. And I know I had mentioned in there, with this being a 2003, I kind of doubted I was going to get paid on it. And here's how that works. If the customer has full coverage, the insurance company will come pay the bill and pick the vehicle up, take it to a salvage auction, which would be Copart or IAA, Insurance Auto Auctions, and they also give the customer, a chance to buy it back if they want. Now, usually that happens very rarely, but otherwise, if they don't have full coverage, like this guy, which I didn't figure he did, they did on a 2003 model vehicle, it sort of works one of two ways. The law here in North Carolina is that I can't hold personal belongings, and some states will allow you to keep any personal belongings until the bill's paid, and you can't do that here in North Carolina. And I really don't have a problem with that. It's not that big a deal to me to let people have their personal stuff, especially if somebody had medicine or something like that in there. And so I have no problem with that at all. But here's the problem. A lot of customers will come and pick up all their personals. You explain to them the situation. Hey, look, if you don't have full coverage, we'd prefer if you could bring the title for the bill, and that keeps us from having to do any kind of liens and stuff. And most of the time they, yeah, we'll do that or whatever, and then they don't do it. So you end up getting stuck with a vehicle, and for me to be able to get rid of that vehicle, I've got to first do a 10-day report here in North Carolina, which is a report of unclaimed motor vehicle. And then I've got to do what we call a 20-day paper, but you don't have to do it, within 20 days. You can do it when you want, but we always try to do it in 20 days. But it's a intent to sell to satisfy lien. And the problem with that, by the time you're done, I figured up, you got to make trips to the courthouse, which is not close to me in any way. But anyway, I figured we had about $200 per vehicle by the time we're doing the paperwork, the fees, and everything. And the problem is, as you all can see, there's not a body part left on this car or this SUV. And assuming maybe the engine's good and transmission's good, but I'm not in the parts business, so I don't sell parts. But this vehicle here would bring probably $175, maybe $160 right now at the junkyard for weight. It's not a heavy vehicle. And like I said, if I hadn't got the title, it'd cost me $200 just to be able to get rid of it. And luckily, the customer did bring the title, and I do have it. So I can at least get rid of it, do something with it. You don't, the problem is the insurance company, when I pay my insurance every month, they won't take this for the bill, and the local gas station won't take it for diesel, and I don't sell parts, so kind of leaves me in a bad situation. And I've got plenty. I got at the other storage lot, I've got 150 out back. And it's all vehicles that I have been stuck with, and you just hope that every vehicle you go to has full coverage when it's a single car, or if it's a two-car accident, you hope to get the one that's not at fault. And I know it sounds crazy, but if you get the one that's not at fault, even if the person that was at fault had liability insurance, the insurance company still is responsible for paying and picking it up. Now, there's some way that you can get some money from regular liability insurance. Like this situation, I don't think you can get it from the actual tow, but you can get it from I think, if I'm right, it's like the rear end being out in the woods. I had to go get that out of the woods, and you charge certain recoveries for that. But now taking it off the center of the road, I think that was for the state of North Carolina. Taking it off the 40 foot out in the woods was for the owner of the land. So you can, there's a class you can take, and it's about, I think it's a day long, and they charge about $1,800 to teach you how to get money from liability wrecks. You know, when there's no full coverage involved. And I'm not going to go pay the money to take that to take that class. I'm just not going to do it. And you know, this is just the way I've done it for years, and you know, you just hope for the best when you get a call. But anyway, there is some good parts on this thing. I think it's got a brand new transmission in it, from the looks of it. We'll raise it up here. We'll look at it. Yeah, I have a feeling that transmission just got put in this thing. It hasn't been in there long at all. Oil and stuff where it was laid upside down. It's a 3.7 liter V6. I'm sure the engine's probably okay. But usually on the rollovers they are. Just got to get the oil out of the cylinders. Yeah, it just looks like a reman transmission. But new AC compressor on it. Like I said, there's a few parts that could be used on it. Anyway, someone was asking about a rim, and I'm gonna put my email in the description. If you need a rim, I can pop the tire off and send it to you. It'll be cheap, trust me. And anyway, that's how that works, and I appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye.